Ichimo here again. Today I'm going to give you a short tutorial on how to add a user.cfg file to Star Citizens that might improve your performance a little bit. First thing you want to do is open up Notepad so you can add all this stuff into it, just the way it is. First, a few things you can change. Some of them I found it doesn't make any difference. The first one you might want to change is system spec. Mine is equal 4. I have a higher end system. CIG has it set that your system spec is rated between 1 and 4. If you have a low spec machine, it's 1. A little faster, it's 2. Mid range is 3, etc., etc. If you can try all different of the settings. I have found it doesn't make any difference on mine what I set it to, but yours it may. So when it says system spec, you can play around with it between 1 and 4. See if it actually makes any difference on your machine. Max FPS, I know a lot of people set it a lot higher. 200, 300, 400. I have found that I can't run it that fast anyway. I can't even get it to run, no matter what I do, over 100, so I have mine set at 100. Now, by using this config file in Star Citizen, I have found that in Arena Commander, Star Commander, all that stuff, I run about 20 frames per second average higher. It varies a little bit, but I've never seen it cross 100. In the PU, the persistent universe, I get 2, 3, 4, 5 frames per second. It's more dependent, it seems to me, on when you log in, who's on, than actually your system specs or any way you set it. It's just not been optimized yet, and I think that's the biggest problem with the frames per second. In the persistent universe, everything else, you can change the pool sizes and stuff. I have found it just really doesn't make a lot of difference. You can play with them yourself. A lot of things you want to turn off, like motion blur, shadow blur, radial blur, make sure they're set to 0. You really won't notice it when you're playing, but it will make a difference on your frame rate. After you have copied all this stuff into Notepad, you'll want to save it as user, save as, and you'll want to save it as user CFG file, just the way I have it. And it'll save it to your desktop. I already have it, so I don't need to save it again, but it'll save it to your desktop. It does not have to be capitalized, by the way. Don't know why I did that. Just lowercase letters are fine. Save it to your desktop, and it'll show up on your desktop like it does here. Okay, once you have all that done, you want to open your file manager, wherever you have Star Citizens at. I have it on my C drive, Program Files, Cloud Imperial Games. Go to Star Citizen, go to Public, and you'll want to paste. Just copy it, just right-click, User CFG, hit Copy, and paste it into this file. Once again, that's on your hard drive, wherever you've got Cloud Imperial, probably in Program Files. Double-click it, go to Star Citizen, go to Public, then right-click and hit Paste, and it'll paste the file for you. It'll probably be at the very bottom. Once you do that, then you can load up the game, start it normally. Something people tell you to do, I haven't found it made any difference on mine, but as soon as you hit the launch button, close the launcher, close the Citizen launcher. They say it takes a lot of resources. On mine, I probably have enough RAM or whatever. It doesn't bother it, but it may help you out to speed it up a little bit more. And that's all you have to do to get this to work.